Previously on Curse of Groban, Revengeance, the party, after having traveled to Kresk and dealing with some creatures in the crypts beneath the Abbey of St. Markovia, determined that they would spend a little bit more time in the town waiting for their werewolf contact. During this time, they decided to have a little charity event, and then they went to the abbot's house the next day. The abbot, God damn it, the burgomeister's house the next day. You see, they had gone to turn in some quests, and they had found out that the poor burgomeister's son had recently passed away through a very complicated and taxing ritual on the abbot himself, but with the assistance of Neo. They managed to call forth the soul of one of his ancestors, his grandfather, to inhabit the boy's body upon resurrection. The boy seemingly returned to himself, and the Burgermeister was eternally grateful. Shortly thereafter, they met with the former vice captain of the Beowulf. He gave them information about Argynvostholt, and that there was a weapon, a blade of light, that they could use in the fight against yours truly. They determined that it was ultimately time for them to seek out this shadow and fight it. But not before Dorje visited home one last time after speaking with said werewolf and seeing him strangely in the backyard, staring at a tree. He apologized for his intrusion and then left. We also met Dorje's BFF during the charity event, and she might have a thing for Inigo. I think that basically covers everything. So I think we ended it just after that guy walked off. So it's still that same day. I think the rest of you were basically still just at the tavern, save Elena and Dorje.
He told me to kill Dorje and then left.
Yeah. He said, take care of her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely didn't say it like a mobster, so maybe he didn't mean kill her, but who knows?
We were going to be leaving soon, right?
But we also did. Are we still helping the abbot with his assassination attempt?
Well, that's why we're getting the sword.
Ah, that's true. Yeah.
If we'll be leaving soon, I'm gonna just head out from the city. I haven't done this in a while. I'm just gonna take care of my equipment, like maintain them at all. So I'm just gonna do that while everybody just prepares.
Okay.
I mean, I was going to suggest that we don't go out through the front gate. We cut through
Yeah,
the
there's kind of a
forest.
siege out there
Yeah.
that we promised we would come back to help. Well,
Yeah, I
Inigo
don't
promised he
remember
would come back
anybody
to help.
saying that.
I purposely stayed quiet.
Did these? Okay, I'm set. Elena?
Yeah, yeah. He's gone. Disappeared.
Okay. Did he say anything, or did he just leave?
He just seemed sad. And then he left. Yeah.
Lord.
It's kind of odd he was standing in the backyard anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. Actually, what tree was? You said it was a young tree. My question evaporated from my mind. Um, How old does this tree look? Like, would it be something she would have seen her father plant at one point, or?
It make a nature check.
She doesn't remember. I
Oh
could
God!
help with this. Oh, she doesn't need my help.
There goes my luck for the night.
So you don't remember your father planting it, but it's always been around. But you remember when you were a kid, it was like a little sapling. And I would say too, it's it's not an evergreen or pine because there's just an abundance of those around here. It's probably the only tree around here that is not one of those. And with a 22, it's strange. You would even though you've never seen one before, maybe in like some reading you came across it, or maybe you remember your father making an offhanded comment. It is a linden tree.
The president?
No, yeah, it's a Lyndon Bain Johnson's tree.
It has been here longer than I remember, so maybe he was the previous owner. So I think my father
Maybe.
mentioned it was a linden tree.
That sounds right.
Anyway, we should probably rejoin the others.
There's not. I've only seen evergreens around here. But yeah.
Maybe it came from the world outside. Because I don't think I've seen
Probably.
them out here. Anywhere here.
Maybe.
Hey, what are the people like beyond Borovia?
Well, there's not any of the husk things. Well, not that I know of. But I mean, all the people are different. Uh, uh, less sad, mostly. Uh, less pale, because there's sun there. Was it your dad or your mom that you had said had come from outside, or had told stories of
Both.
outside?
Both. I don't remember much about my mother, but my father practically lived and breathed stories of the outside.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different people. It's a big place. I mostly stayed around Waterdeep, but I did go some other places during my time. I mean, I was there a while. Um,
Catch up with what her father told her about the outside world.
Wait, sorry, say that again.
Does what Eileen is describing match up with what her father told her about the outside world? Told Dorje?
Um, no, he probably would have focused more on like I don't know the happier stuff, like the sun and how like there's so many vibrant colors and people have, like a lot of passion for different things, and there's so many fascinating things to see. So like I guess like a good example would be like there's art here in Barovia, but like it's like any of the arts, but they're very it's very like restrictive. Like people aren't like super big into it. Like like he would have told you about like he went to this one place and that there was just like a whole bunch of painters. Like there was just like a whole street of people that were just painting different things, and like there would always be like music in some places and stuff.
Hmm. And the music and I guess painting. Is it alive there?
Yeah, there's a lot of arts and stuff. I mean, depending on where you go. And it's real different in different areas have really different art.
But is it alive?
What do you mean?
It was something my
Like
father
physically?
described. No, but it was something my father described where it it could change how you thought. What was it? There was one piece of music that he really enjoyed, and he said that it showed him different stories and different scenes. Some that he remembered, some that he made up.
Yeah, I
Is
mean, it can make you, depending on the song, it can make you happy or sad. Uh, they do music before they go to war sometimes to get people ready for it. Different musics can bring out different things.
Thank you.
I feel like Kai would be better to ask about music though. I can only play the flute. He knows music.
Then I shall ask Kai.
Okay.
I really need to try to get that general to give me his name. I don't remember what it was.
Join the others.
What? What'd you say?
I think she said join the other.
I was trying to
Oh,
say maybe we should rejoin the others, and then
yeah.
immediately uh, something grabbed my throat, so I had to start coughing again.
No. Yeah, I figured this was while we were walking back towards them.
Yeah. Eventually you would make your way back into the tavern, and uh would Kai and Inigo have been like talking to each other at all?
Yeah, I mean, if Inigo wasn't like in the middle of something.
Yeah, if Kai had something to say, Inigo would respond, but he wouldn't go out of his way to talk to Kai.
Yep.
He can think of far more entertaining things to do than that, but he will oblige a conversation if need be.
Number one, watching the bartender polish the glasses.
No, that's
Really.
in Barovia.
So Inigo, I might need your services for another event going forward. You seem to have some pretty hawk eyes.
What do you plan this time?
Well, that's the thing. I haven't planned it yet. But if it's anything like what we just did, I can only see success for our party going forward.
I'd rather you not drag me into things without talking to me first.
Well, that's why I'm talking to you now.
Yeah, but this is a bit too far out. When it comes closer to the time of such an event, you'd have to approach me again.
I see. Okay. Fair enough. But I do appreciate what you did, even though you didn't want to. And he just kind of like puts his hand out to like get a handshake.
Kind of leaves you hanging for like not like a long time, but like enough to where it's noticeable, and then just shakes your hand. Make an insight check.
Okay.
It was just an inside check.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, you can tell. He is very much reluctantly shaking your hand. He's only doing so you don't get like upset.
He puts on a smile anyways, even though he is very disappointed.
Yeah, I rolled a 22 in deception.
All right. Yeah, I think that should be our conversation.
Okay. Yeah, so then Dorje and Elena would walk back in.
The rest of it is just awkward silence. Looking to the sides.
Well, if we're gonna leave Kresik, it's probably best we sneak out through the forest because there is a siege out front.
I was
You
going
say
to
that?
ask the general the question again.
Well, it's probably best that they don't know that we've left Kresik yet. In terms of like
Okay.
the attack on him, because then it's more of a surprise that we come with something. Because if we leave, then it might seem like we're going to get reinforcements or something. Or say a powerful artifact that could be the bane of a vampire.
And that
That
won't
makes
go
sense.
over well. Wait a moment, where's Neo?
He's probably out in the woods again.
Did we see him wander off, or did he just wander off without telling anyone?
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, I mean, you were with them for the meeting with the werewolf, but then after that, I mean, if you would have told them where you were going, then sure, they'd know where you are. But if not, at some point he would have just slipped out, and you have no idea where you went.
Well, everybody just went their separate direction, right? To get whatever they wanted to have done before leaving.
mean,
I just had
Kai,
inside.
Kai and Inigo stayed at the tavern, which is where we did the meeting.
I just had to drop off some stuff at home.
I went with because I wanted to see Dorje's home.
It's a little tiny thing. Well, not little tiny, but you know what I mean.
Just a wee thing.
Like 2 bedrooms, an outhouse, the kitchen and lounger connected.
Very interesting tree in the backyard.
Yee. Just this one random linden tree.
Tree.
So did Neo tell us where he was going?
It seems pretty on brand to not tell us.
I don't know if I would, because I don't know, everybody's just doing their own thing. But if it makes it go any faster, sure, I'll just mention that. I'll just wait outside or something like
I
that.
mean, I could always follow his giant footprints.
Yeah, Elena, go figure out where Neo went. Let's try and get him to cut through the forest rather than head out through the front.
Okay. I'm gonna go buy some wine first, if the bar sells it.
Yeah, they would.
Cheaper version.
Yeah, I'm Yeah, because the shipment hasn't gotten here yet, so probably just the Great Mash is what they have.
Yep.
When
Yeah, which
Elena,
I think I saw that was like for a bottle, I think like
Yeah.
5 silver.
I'll
Yeah, I
buy
believe.
2 bottles if I can.
when
Yeah,
Elena,
they'll sell it to you, but they'll like make a mention that they're running low.
Oh, don't worry. The vintners are back. They'll be here soon if they can get around the vampires.
I'm going to go and find Anaya really quick. Some things I need to find out.
I'll look at Kai. It's like, do you know why Elena went to Winter again? She seemed fine. I don't know what could have prompted this.
Can I make a history check to see like if there was anything that may have been mentioned or why there was like a sudden change?
Yeah, sure.
Did it roll for you guys?
Anaya,
No, not yet.
It's probably coming.
I'm afraid to hit. I'm afraid to hit it again.
It's
I
on
mean,
its
we'll
way.
first roll if it does go through twice, right?
I mean,
Okay.
if it doesn't go through, yeah, you can roll it again, and then we'll just
Okay.
take like the first if it double clicks it.
There it is. 21.
I guess that's kind of hard because you know why she was upset the first time around, because the Fae that she summoned here died during the Vargar fight. But since then, after she changed back to one of her more positive selves, I don't know, Bean, would there have been like a tell or a reason as to why he thinks that she would have switched back?
Nothing happened recently that was a big negative. I mean,
She
it
just
was
did.
before she went Winter before we found out about the kid dying. So the only thing that happened yesterday was we got here and we did the stuff in the well. And we looked at a dragon. Well, the dragon looked at us, more like.
So yeah,
Honestly,
you don't.
honestly, I don't know.
If Dylan allows, y'all could probably insight Elena.
Is it because she
Yeah,
tried
I'll
to get
allow
the
that.
name and didn't succeed?
No one else was in the tent with me when that happened.
No, I was there.
I waited till everyone else left the tent.
No, I distinctly remember I was there because like you said it and like I'm just gonna stay quiet for that.
Oh, yeah, you were. Yep, this is right.
So, I mean,
But yeah,
yeah.
17. I guess I'll just do general charisma for this. Um, it was really weird how she changed away from Winter last time in the middle of the day instead of when sleeping. You think it might
Oh,
have
it
been a
was a
temporary thing to get
temporary
away.
thing. Okay.
Yeah, the depression's still there.
It's so sad.
Yeah, after I buy the bottles, I'd go outside and try to look for Neo's big footprints.
Yeah, so you know him pretty well. You're a good tracker. And Neo very clearly didn't use some form of teleportation to disappear. And you follow his big boot
That's where
prints.
you're
But,
wrong.
yeah, he did. He misstepped a bunch. There's like 30 feet increments where you
He's
don't
been
see his big
wearing
feet, and then they just
boots of
pop back
elven
up again.
kind the entire time.
No, but next level I'll finally be able to fly, so good luck then.
Why are Neo's footprints from earlier standing out so much?
Oh no.
But you manage to get to the gate and see him just beyond it. I'd say there's probably like a little stable just outside for like visitors, and he's like over there. It seems preparing gear and I don't know, maybe like grooming cheese legs.
Yeah, cleaning like with some oil on the weapons that they use as much.
Just like sticking my head out instead of going fully out. Uh, Neodan,
And look back. What?
uh, Nico says you should not go out the front gate and we should go the other way.
Why?
But you've already, and I just kind of like nod my head towards the tents at the bottom of the hill.
The vampires? The ones that let us in?
Yeah,
What about them? Don't want them to see us leave?
he thinks it would be more strategic if we don't let them know we left. And I'm not like hollering this loud enough that they can hear it way at the bottom of the hill,
Okay.
because that's
What?
a few
They're
100 feet
planning
away.
on leaving.
Uh, you. Well, sure. Although I'm pretty sure they probably have people in the woods as well.
I mean, that makes sense to me.
Uh, I'll be there in a second. Just
Okay,
finishing up.
okay. I'll I'll walk out there to him,
Okay.
and while he's finishing up his stuff.
He's polishing the Vampire Slayer 4000.
Okay. Um,
Yeah.
I have a question for you, and you're probably going to think I'm crazy.
Way ahead of you on that one. But ask away.
Um, have you noticed that Inigo is acting stranger lately?
In what sense?
You know, like the bright lights bothering him, and you know, just bunch of stuff. I don't want to say what I might be thinking and make you jump to conclusions.
Well, test me.
Test you?
Yeah. What do you think it is?
Well, you know, when you did the sunlight, it seemed to bother him, and he never minded when there was the sun back in Waterdeep. Um, and I've been able to see his footprints easier, even though he's normally pretty good at hiding.
Yeah.
I think something here might be pulling him more in tune with his dark side.
Is that the extent of your, well, suspicions?
I mean, he couldn't go into the church, and the abbot acted like normally Dampier could. What else? He didn't go inside the coffin makers for a long time. I mean, there's just been lots of little things. But
And
but
surmounting all those evidence, what would you concur?
that his bad half is getting more powerful or growing or something? I don't know.
I don't think he had any halves.
Well,
It
yeah, I
was
mean,
just
Dampier are half.
well, saying he's a half is a weird way to put it. Is a mix, not half, but he was never half of one, half the other. It was his own thing, right? Dampier.
You're right, but I mean, the heritage or blood or whatever you want to call it, I think is getting stronger. I don't know if it's something here or what that is doing it. I mean, half might not be the right word. I don't know.
Well,
Maybe like 3/4 or full.
maybe it would be better to keep watch then, huh?
Yeah.
In case he continues on that path.
I just wanted to see if you had noticed anything that made you think anything like that too.
Me? No, I'm not that perceptive.
This man lived in the woods. I'm insight checking him.
Damn.
He is perceptive. I've seen this man.
I have a what?
Well,
Oh, actually, I have a pretty good deception because I'm good at charisma. You know what? It is. You know it's deception. But I rolled low too, but still better.
same modifier.
That's hilarious.
Me, nah, I didn't notice anything.
Elena rolled a 1, and then Neo rolled a 2.
Yes.
that's
In the wind.
that's great. That's great.
Okay.
Yeah, you thought that he knew more than he was letting on, and then now you're not quite sure. You think maybe he doesn't know more than he's letting on. Maybe he has similar suspicions, but hasn't reached a conclusion same as you. Who knows?
Well, no, I mean, he said he hadn't noticed anything, so he wouldn't
Oh,
have.
oh, he said he hadn't noticed anything. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I didn't catch that bit. My mom came out. So yeah, yeah. Do you think he hasn't noticed anything?
Okay.
What about you?
Well, next time we're the test. I have a test for this. Next
Yeah.
time we go somewhere, don't tell. Next time we go in somewhere, see if he can go in without us asking him to, or without someone asking him to.
Pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
Just making this more difficult than it should have to be.
Man, that invitation thing really fucking sucks.
Yeah, it does. It does.
It's probably the most
Uh,
crippling part of being a vampire. Like, I can
No,
deal with flowing
Inigo
water and
doesn't know my
sunlight,
lane.
but not being able to enter a premises without an invitation, that blows. Trespassing's my
yeah.
whole shtick.
Now, may I come in? No.
Oh,
Mm.
alrighty then.
All
Wait,
right.
Wait, what if instead of crossing the threshold, he just goes through a window?
That's still crossing a threshold.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it
So,
still
all
counts.
right.
Darn
A
it.
question for the DM, real quick.
Yeah,
You've seen Adventure Time, right?
yeah.
Do you remember the episode where there was an actual vampire, and what ended up happening was Jake the dog turned into a house around the vampire, and the vampire burned to a crisp because he was. You see where I'm going with this? If someone puts a house around a vampire and they're not invited in, what happens?
He doesn't just burn to a crisp and straight up die, but I think does it say that you take
I take
damage?
1d10 psychic damage at the start of my turn if I've entered a residence without permission.
Yeah, so basically every 6 seconds that
But
he's in there, he just keeps taking
I
damage.
think building a house, no matter how quickly it's built, around a vampire implies that it's invited in.
Well, no, but it doesn't matter if you were invited in. You didn't enter the residence involuntarily.
No, here's the
You
thing.
never entered the residence. The residence was built around you.
No, here's the thing.
True.
What if a vampire is trying to kill me, and I just drag like a stick across the ground, like make a circle, and I say that this is my house now?
The
Can he knock
SpongeBob
me inside?
mirror circle.
Wait.
Uh,
Here's another question. Does it work for tents as well?
so it
And
says
Or does it have
well,
to be a
doesn't say
brick and mortar house?
It doesn't say permanent residence.
it doesn't say
Oh.
permanent residence. So I don't know. That one's a little loose because like with the tent, I don't know if well, I'll say this much for in character. You did the general did want to speak to you guys, but there was never an explicit like you were invited into the tent. So like I think tents like non-permanent structures they're like the middle ground. So he could go into like an outhouse or a porta-john or a tent without permission and be fine.
What about Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion?
Well, the spell when
I wasn't
being
a vampire
cast,
then.
you have to designate. Well,
No,
yeah, he
here's
wasn't a vampire yet.
here's another question. Let's say, for example, there's a hotel, right, or an inn. If he's allowed in one of the rooms, is he allowed in all of them?
Oh, oh shit!
So
I mean,
so I think
well, each apartment is, in an apartment building, each apartment is a residence, not the building as a whole.
right. So I
I think a
think
hotel
that
is similar.
in terms of multiple housing units, so like for example with like a tavern, he's been walking in and out of those with no issue because the social contract, the social implication is that this is a place that's open to anyone. Thus he doesn't need to ask permission to enter. Same thing with like stores and stuff. If it's a public place that people can freely enter, he can freely enter it. Now an apartment building, I mean, if
Wait,
we're talking in
hold
the
on, hold
modern
on a
sense,
second, because that's pretty deep right there. Because what you're saying is that the common sense, the assumption of the common people, is what dictates whether a vampire can go into somewhere or not.
So just start a massive propaganda campaign to change the public perception of what a residence is.
yeah, well, because see, what I think it is, is that for everything that's negative about vampires, the well, I guess like one of the good things about them is, and I wonder if it's like a strange sense of honor thing where it's like they can't enter because they're like above just entering without permission. So like
If
they
that was the
wouldn't
case of
stoop
a
to
very
doing
like
that.
stupid or gullible vampire could just walk anywhere. If he doesn't know that somewhere is like someone's house, just walks in. Fuck it.
I think it's because within vampire society, it's an accepted rule. So I think he would just take damage regardless. I don't know. Look,
It's
I'm
crazy.
trying here. I'm trying here. I don't know because for example, like I'm trying to think like what would be a similar example to this. So like you know like the Glencoe massacre where like the whole thing was is that they technically committed like double treason because they were invited into the homes and they housed and fed them and then they turned around and killed everyone, and like that's way worse than just like showing up and killing everyone and breaking into the place because like you were placed under their protection. So I wonder if it's more than just a societal perception. It's like it memes are the DNA of the soul. I wonder if it's like a tradition of society that has been interwoven into like the fabric of reality where it's like you cannot enter unless you're given permission, and because this is something that both vampire society and human society accepts, thus it'll always be this way.
It sounds good.
Welcome to my TED Talk.
But like I was asking Elena, I asked, what about you? I never knew what you talked to, well, the one in the portal as you went inside.
Uh, oh yeah, you weren't there the first time either.
Or were there none of the times?
Yeah, you probably shouldn't go in there until we do some of the stuff he wants done.
What
Uh,
does he want done?
he wants the generals killed, which is something we're doing anyway.
By he, you mean Winter Splinter, or is it someone else?
Well, the Winter Splinter you killed is not the actual Winter Splinter. That part's kind of confusing. Um, so there's a guy in the portal who's not happy at you for killing the tree Winter Splinter. I mean, we all killed him, but you did the final. Uh, because that was part of his plan of how to get out of his prison. Um, but yeah, he's in there, and it turns out he is the Archfey from where I used to live before I got lost in Toril.
Neo just stops whatever he's doing when you say that. Go on.
And it turns out that my entire home city king would it be like a city or a kingdom? How would you
So
Domain of Delight?
it was a city, and it was within his domain, which he considered to be his kingdom. So I mean, like, you were born and raised in the city. So I mean, yeah, your home, your city was in fact destroyed. He said his kingdom was brought to ruin, so you could assume that, like, anything that was beyond the city itself that he also laid claim to, that he just kind of lost that.
So some bad things happened, and my entire city that I lived in and everyone I know is dead.
You're not
Uh,
100% about everyone you know being dead, but
that's
yeah,
what she thinks because of what
yeah,
he
A
said.
little bit.
right. No,
Um,
and I mean that's a fair assumption, but I mean, like, above board, you don't think you wouldn't think that everyone would be dead.
yeah, he did say that it's possible that others escaped the devastation or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, uh, and then yeah, so Drow came in and destroyed it, and there was in quotes, in air quotes, naught but ruins and corpses. And then he was there for a while. I guess this happened like shortly after I got lost. Um, and then after a couple centuries of him being in the ruins, someone came a few decades ago and told him that there was someone that could there was some things that could help. But now he's stuck here.
And he's trying to leave.
He's trying to get back his kingdom or his domain.
Oh, his kingdom's not here.
Well, no, I mean domains of delight are in the Feywild.
So he's trying to leave.
He's trying to get back his kingdom.
I see. And what has he promised you?
Well, I mean his kingdom is my home, or I mean it was. So I mean that kind of goes like hand in hand.
Has he promised you anything?
I don't think so. He gave me this
Um,
tattoo.
he gave you the tattoo.
That's
No,
not a
he
promise.
hasn't officially promised you anything yet.
No.
To be fair, though, with how Faye shit is, it's probably best that he hasn't promised you anything that he can't deliver on.
It's best for him.
Yeah, it's best for him, yeah.
Now I'm the one that can get magic tattoos. No.
You can go tell the others that I'll be there soon.
Okay.
He just turns around and continues to work on the stuff.
Okay. Is there anything specific that you're attempting to prepare, or is it just general like maintenance stuff?
Yeah, no, just maintenance. That's what I'm doing. So whenever they're ready to go, I'll just appear there. Whenever you're
Okay,
ready to.
okay, yeah, that works. All right. Dorje, you would have went to find Ananya, and you would have been basically just gossiping her for the tail end of like the better part of I don't know, however long, like 20 minutes or whatever, and then she so yes, I mean that's everything that's been going on here. You know, it's been pretty boring, nothing like super crazy. I mean, you probably, you know, I think I was the one that told you about the Abbott's kid. I keep doing that. The Burgermeister's kid. But I mean, like, yeah, since the siege, it's weird. No one's really like died, but a couple of the vampires kind of got cooked trying to come in. So
Oh, I wish I could have seen that. Still playing with her snake that she keeps. Oh, we will probably be out of town for a few days. Um, how long has it been since you've been outside of Kresk?
oh god, uh, a while before the siege started. I made a couple trips to Valaki, but yeah. And I think, how long did I say the siege has been going on for? It's been going on for, I think, a couple of months. So,
Mm.
um, yeah, a couple of months. Because that would make sense as to how they've exhausted most of their food supply and that there was a big enough issue to where they needed to ask for help. Um, but yeah, other than that, I mean, like, sometimes I sneak out to go into the woods nearby, but I don't go for like super long.
Well, where we're going, I might be able to get you a souvenir. Do you want a dragon scale or a tooth?
Surprise me.
All right. And Inigo, really?
What? He's handsome. He's mysterious.
He
I mean,
is
like,
as prickly as a thorn bush.
You'll rip your
Damn.
jugular out, bitch.
I don't know.
Easy, that's my bestie there.
I like dangerous men. They're more interesting. Everyone else here is really boring.
That is fair. I cannot argue with that. I think the most interesting person before was the farmer's boy.
Oh my god, it's been years.
I do need to go. Passing the snake back to her. So I will see you when we get back. Hopefully with something interesting and a little bit more gossip to share.
Okay, all right. Well, be safe and all that junk, and don't get killed by vampires, yeah? Or dragons, I guess?
Sounds like a plan. Both are not ideal. Actually, question. Because this came up in discussion a few times with this group. Do you think a vampire could be, I don't know, not necessarily bad? Like, not as big of a prick as they're usually known for being?
I don't know. I mean, like, the tenets of the faith are like, undead are kind of a no-no, but I mean, at the end of the day, they used to be people. So maybe there's like something still left in them. And I guess, maybe they don't always have to be assholes, but I don't know. That's kind of a tough one because I remember the abbot saying that like when you become a vampire, besides the insatiable thirst, they kind of like hyper focus on things that I guess brought them some modicum of joy when they were still alive, and then like it kind of becomes an obsession for them. Like in the case of the devil, um, from what I've heard, uh, he had this woman that he was supposed to marry, and basically ever since then, in the last like I don't know, I'm assuming 100 years or more, because he's old as shit. Every time that there's like a girl born in Barovia that even looks remotely like his wife, he usually like kidnaps her and tries to add her to his harem of brides that look like the original wife that I think scorned him.
Oh gods.
Oh yeah. The abbot said her name was like Titania or something, and she was really beautiful, and I think that she had the hots for his brother, and
No.
he kind of just killed his brother and tried to make her his wife, and then that didn't really work out. And I don't remember if he killed her or she killed herself, but I mean, like, if a vampire killed my boo, yeah, I'd probably throw myself from the tallest tower.
Didn't blame you. Although, I'd be surprised you wouldn't try to drive a stake through his heart.
I'd definitely try that first, but I mean, vampires are tough, so there's like no guarantee I'd live. Gotta have a plan B.
Yep. The gruesome plan B. Alright. I've wasted enough time. It's always lovely seeing you, and I shall see you when I get back.
Okay, bye.
Bye. And they go back.
Okay. So I'd say at that point, if none of the rest of you had anything that you wanted to grab, any prep that you wanted to do, that you would all just sort of like meet up nearby the general store where you had the concert the night before, um, to prepare yourselves. Well, you've kind of already done preparing, but to set out.
Yeah, I would have just been playing fetch with scraps the entire time, waiting for everyone to show up.
He's a very happy boy. He enjoys fetch.
Looks
At
looking much
some point,
healthier.
he does. Yes, he does look much
Sorry.
healthier. No, it's fine.
Question: what breed is Scraps beyond? Like, is he just a mutt, or
I think I had said originally, yeah, that he was just like a stray mutt.
I think you said Doberman or something like that.
No, Dobermans are what the Burgermeister had.
The Burgermeister had Dobermans. I mean, I I don't think canonically there's many breeds in Barovia, so he might just be like, for all you know, he could be like part wolf, part Doberman. But I'd even say too that like just as everyone arrives there, you'd throw the stick one last time, and then he comes back with like a whole fucking branch that he found that isn't the stick. And he just starts really happily dragging it around, trying to show off like this new prize that he's claimed, almost sweeping Kai.
Whoa!
I give him an extra treat.
But yes, you've all gathered. How are you going to go about this?
Well,
Through the forest.
yeah. Pass without trace. Once everyone is here.
I guess stealth for everyone then. Plus 10,
Okay.
26.
26.
Scraps! 13.
13. Man, 2 natural ones. Oh, nice.
Double points
32.
though.
17, 29. And Kai, if I could get a stealth. Oh, yeah, there you go. All right, 33.
33.
Okay. So, it's a little bit of a pain, but you end up going like over here and sort of like wrap around the guard tower. It's a bit of like a steep incline, but as soon as you come up and around, and then it's just kind of like back downhill again, and sort of very quickly, like one at a time, waiting to dart from the smaller tree line to the bigger forest line. Just checking every so often, and then eventually you all just sort of regather. Well, actually, no, you wouldn't be able to do it individually, otherwise you'd be out of the pass of the trace. All right, so yeah, so you just quickly like roadie run across the field and get into the forest, and you start heading in the direction of Argynvostholt. Let me move you back to the big Barovia map.
Oh,
So we're
Hashtag
moving through the woods. Well, we should probably go through the woods for a while.
map very blurry. Please load.
Along this way.
Zoom all the way out.
Yeah, so
I would
you'd be
I would
like,
say like go over here to where walk through the woods straight to where it would meet the road over here.
okay,
Go for a
alrighty.
mile and then cut out.
Do we need to navigate in the woods or how dense are these like German woods where you can walk through them, or are these like thick woods?
Uh,
about 5 miles to get there, 5.5 miles.
I would say there. It's not so thick that you can't walk, but it's kind of difficult to see the road from where you are. But yeah, so whoever's going to be leading it, give me a, let's say, survival check. Like you would know the general direction you need to go, but just to make sure that you don't like pop out before you're meant to, or you don't get too deep.
We have a ranger for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yep.
do. You do have a range.
I will help.
Okay. Advantage.
It's like I'm a ranger, guys, but I'm not going
Ignore the +10. That's I
Okay.
forgot to turn off the item, the pesticide trace.
As if 28
This
was not
is
enough
trace.
already.
to. Yeah.
Technically, that's tied in plain sight. There's +10 on there.
So you start heading through the woods. Every so often, like Elena's stopping, trying to like pick out a path between the trees, looking over to her right, like kind of like craning her neck and being like, okay, road's still over there, and still keeping you going along. As you go along, at least within the immediate proximity, within like those 2 hexes to the right of Kresk, there would have been a couple of patrols of Zalant's forces. Nothing too big, usually about like 4 or 5 guys, just sort of slowly picking through the woods, um, seeing if they see anyone, but inevitably missing you because piss without a train. God damn it.
think
And,
we had decided. I think we had said that the pass without trace makes the flowers not happen too, because otherwise
Yeah.
that would invalidate the can't be tracked thing.
yeah, it would just give you away. But eventually, you pass them, and you begin to hear what sounds like the trickling of water, and then you're like, okay, we're closer, and you would pop out onto the road right near the bridge, and you would look back down the road, and you wouldn't see anything. You wouldn't see any patrols or anything like that, and you feel that you've safely made it out of there.
Down to 4 wine bottles.
Down to 4. But and I would say, how far did we say you would get off of 1 hour? Probably would have worn off once you got to the bridge, right?
Probably.
No, it only took 3 castings to get from, what is it? You can go 30 miles in a day, right?
3 to 4
Divided
miles
by
per
8.
hour. So a couple of hours to
Yeah.
get there.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you'd cross the
To
bridge
recast it around there.
around
Or
where?
around
Oh,
this
down there.
intersection. Probably around this intersection.
Okay. So as you get around there, and just before it fades out, you would hear a roar distantly within the sky, and you would look over in the direction of your destination, and you would see the massive dark shape just doing lazy circles around uh, the hold.
They're going to fight a dragon.
I just wanted to fight a dragon. Always wanted to taste its blood.
So hoping we get out of this alive.
There's still plenty of time to go back.
I promised Anaya a dragon tooth or scale. I'm going to keep that promise.
You can only keep your promise if you live. Keep that in mind.
I'm gonna cast my mage armor.
Okay. You head down the road until it comes to that sort of cross section, and there's a little bit of a sense of dread in the air, and you know that this is probably the last opportunity that you have to turn back, considering Neo's words. Do you forge on ahead?
Oh, fuck it, we've gone this far.
I
In
don't
for a
have
penny, in
anything
for a
to lose.
pound.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the
I would
pass
say
without a trace.
probably stick to the under the tree line. I can't really draw the, instead of being like out in the open on the wide trail, stick like under the edge of the tree cover maybe.
Okay.
Probably use this one then, because that one is below,
Because
right?
this one's too far away. At least with this one, we could get as close as here.
No, but then we have to
That's
just
true.
go up
Yeah, we have to
the
climb like
hill like
a
this.
incline of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, there's a bit of an incline.
On this side, there would be no incline. We can just go like this.
I mean, there'll be the incline
true.
there, but that's part of the trail.
Yeah.
So okay, if that's what you do, you stick
Recast
along the
it all.
tree line. You recast it? Okay. So let me get that fresh stealth rolls.
Good boy.
Okay,
I'm gonna take
31.
my weapons and I'm gonna unsummoned cheese legs.
Okay. As he
So
poof,
24.
24, 37, 33, 31.
Hold on.
Okay. All right. 27,
And scraps. 12.
22. Alrighty. You follow the tree line. And you know your destination. You're easily able to follow the road. But at some point or another, you stop hearing the occasional um, low roars of the dragon, and you chance a peek beyond the tree line, and you no longer see it flying around the hold. You actually look around the sky, you don't see it at all. Don't worry, the token's just there for other reasons.
Can we see the top of the
I mean, the
hold?
fact that the
Can we, like,
dragon
see the roof?
is
Yeah, you can. You don't see it on top of it. I'll tell you that much.
I mean, the dragon's 0.3 of a mile wide, so that's kind of scary.
Just like Helena. Look at how large she is.
I know.
Yeah.
She's just clomping through the woods.
Just
Yeah,
breaking all
2,000 feet
the
wide. What do you
trees.
want from me?
But eventually, you'd reach the end of the tree line, and you can see the hold on the hill above you.
Half a mile away.
There you go. Secret dragon.
Schrodinger's dragon. Let's go.
So at this point, do you just well, Pass Without a Trace would still be up, so are you just gonna follow the road the rest of the way?
I will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fastest way there.
And you start
Keeping an
heading up
eye
the
out for
road.
keep an eye and ear out for the dragon.
Alright. Now we got a little thing to read. As you approach, high above the river valley juts a quiet promontory upon which looms a sepulchral mansion, its turrets capped with fairy tale cones, its towers lined with sculpted battlements. A third of the structure has collapsed, as has part of the roof, but the rest appears intact. A dark octagonal tower rises above the surrounding architecture. Out of the fog comes a distant peal of thunder, quickly accompanied by the howling of wolves in the woods below. But the house stands silent, seemingly like the fossilized remains of some long dead thing smote upon the mountainside.
Is it noticeable colder here?
It does. It does feel colder here, yeah.
Like, because we're up high or, like, unnaturally colder?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both. Like there's the expected cold, but then there's an uncomfortable cold beyond it. Let me move you to Argynvostholt.
Jurgen?
Jurgen von
Past
Strangel.
where? So we have like half an hour remaining on the spell, roughly.
Death ward is. Oh no, you're talking about Fast Without a Chase.
Where should I put
Yeah.
myself?
Hold on, give me a second.
Oh lord, it's a big map.
It's chonky.
It's a big one.
We can all fit in 2 squares.
though.
Yeah. But as you approach, you see within this little roundabout cul-de-sac here, perched atop a 10-foot wide, 10-foot high cube of granite is a moss-covered statue of a dragon, its wings tucked close to its body. The statue looks east towards the mansion.
Statue looks east towards the mansion. Is there any kind of like? I guess we're too far away. What is? Let me give myself a 30-foot circle.
So we're just gonna quickly give Eileen a death ward.
Okay.
Much appreciated.
You're very welcome.
I'll move up
Bombus,
as
if you could
much as
drop
I
down your
can
token, my good man.
Of course.
without getting them out of range.
It'll be over here, because I know it's probably still dark for you if you could see my
Yeah.
thing.
There we go.
Is there any kind of like inscription on the column?
Yeah, just give me 1 second. Everyone has vision, right? I just want to make
Yep.
sure.
Yes.
Okay. What is the 30-foot for?
Pass without
That's
trace.
the radius of pass without
Oh,
trace,
for passing that trace. Okay, gotcha.
and it's creatures
Um,
I choose within that. If things are trying to sneak up on me, I haven't chosen them.
Gotcha. As you approach it, the fog makes it hard to see the dragon's features from a distance, but close inspection reveals that it is a silver dragon of noble bearing, its spiny frill cracked and broken in many places. You do not see anything carved into the base of the statue.
Okay.
I suppose let's head inside.
Does it look like it rotates?
Make an investigation check.
Sure.
Unless you try to just straight up rotate it, then make me an athletics check.
You know what?
Breaks it off the plinth that summons the
I mean,
dragon.
I rolled a 2, but I still have a +10 to it.
You push and it's not budging, and as you look around the grass around the actual statue itself, doesn't seem as though it's capable of rotating.
This feels like a trap. Why would it point towards the castle and not outside?
Wait. I'm gonna
Maybe
come
it's
back
not
and
the
look at
god.
its eyes really quick. Are the eyes also stone, or are they some sort of a gem?
No, there's no gem. The eyes are just carved stone, like the whole statue.
Okay.
If you all would wait behind the statue, I'm sure it's going to trigger something. Allow me to be the one to take it if something happens.
Okay.
Don't worry. I know that we're still on your spell, but I don't see the dragon anywhere unless it just appears as soon as the thing happens.
Nothing
As soon as I step
Yeah.
outside, the dragon just apparates by us.
Yeah, it just appears out of the
could-
shadows.
I could locate him. But
Yeah.
then I won't have a 4th level slot if I do that.
Well, we're about to find out whether he's gonna show up or not after I take
Yep.
this step.
So now
Okay.
he has whatever role he had before, just 10
Just
less.
put the dragon there.
So, as you no. Flagstone steps flanked by stone railings climb to a landing in front of a pair of tall wooden doors with rusted iron bands and knockers shaped like small dragons. Carved into the lintel above the entrance is the word Argynvostholt.
No riddle and anything. Oh, look at this guy.
No riddle.
See or not waiting.
But as you
They don't
climb up
listen
the
very
steps,
good.
you would or as you climb up the steps and your foot hits the landing, you feel the stone sink into the ground from your weight. Those of you nearest to the statue would watch as its mouth opens
I knew it.
and it exhales a 60-foot cone of cold
Get
air.
him try to move.
I didn't mean to put myself right in front of the statue.
You did.
As as the cold air is expelled outward, it's chilly, but it's harmless.
Oh. Is this like an AC system?
You now have gonorrhea.
No, there's something to it, but you'd have to look into it more if you wanted to figure it out.
I'm not arcanely inclined.
But I mean, all of you saw it happen, so anyone that is can take a look if you want to.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Okay. Give me a second. There's definitely something magical about it, but you're not sure what.
Well, as
Yeah,
long
you
as
wanna
it's
take
not
a look at it?
divine.
As long as it's not
Or I
divine.
should be relieved.
Why would you say that?
Are we going to...
Not even trying to hide it
Well,
anymore.
no, if it's divine, it's probably Lathander. I hate Lathander.
I'm gonna approach the door.
Okay.
This is like an order of paladins or something. I'm pretty sure everything here is going to be divine.
You approach the door, and when you just sort of touch it to see if it's locked, it just slowly swings open. Hold
By
on.
pushing it or by itself?
Even more feels like a trap.
No, like by push.
Okay.
What check would it be, a nature or arcana check to like just sort of draw on memories of dragons and their behaviors and magic and so forth?
Dragons are a nature check, I believe.
I think it's nature.
I'm looking at the list.
Okay.
Dragons are
sorry.
nature, yep.
Yeah, okay, so you can make a nature check.
Damn.
And what are you trying to like recall specifically?
She's just trying to recall like dragon behaviors beyond just collecting gold, like typical disguises, behaviors, and so forth.
Well, with a 12, yeah, the gold's a big thing. You know that they're very territorial. There are good ones and bad ones. And sometimes even the good ones can be territorial. And though they might not want to admit it, the good ones can also be quite prideful as well. So it's best not to think too much of yourself in the presence of a dragon, because it might spell your end, and that's about the extent of what you can recall. But as you enter this room, This room feels like a king's tomb. A grand staircase leads up to stone balconies held aloft by stone pillars and arches. A tall, faded tapestry depicting a nobleman in silver armor hangs from an iron rod above the staircase landing. 6 sets of double doors lead from this foyer. Along the walls, displayed on marble pedestals, are 3 alabaster busts of handsome men. A 4th bust and its pedestal have been knocked over, and their shattered remains lie strewn across the mosaic floor. 2 chandeliers of wrought iron hang from the ceiling like monstrous black spiders.
Okay.
And Dorje has, as you move in deeper, and those of you within the doorway, you would end up seeing this. A great shadow with wings moves across the walls and disappears. You hear the soft bestial hiss in the darkness.
I think it knows we're here.
Like it moved across the walls, not across the floor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
wall.
not. We have a ceiling, right?
There's still a roof in this portion of the building.
Was the
Yeah,
shadow
okay.
coming from some windows, or is this just the shadow was on the wall from no source?
It was just on the wall.
Well, it is a shadow, Drake. I'll.
Do you think you could have taken a more, uh, I guess, humanoid form and be in the mausoleum in this place?
They could do that?
Some can.
Sure.
Well, some can.
I don't know if this one can.
They say that there's dozens of dragons hidden in water disguised as people.
I'm going to take out a torch
Okay.
and
That fits see.
and light it.
All right. What is that?
2020.
20 bright. Yeah. Give me a second.
I'll do it.
Now all of Argynvostholt will know we're here.
I mean, if it's a
I'll
shadow
put it on.
Drake, shadow Drake, it doesn't like the light.
Don't worry, Neo's got that covered.
I could cast dancing lights as well.
If you're gonna do it, go ahead and do it. I made sure that people can see it.
Yeah, I'll cast dancing lights.
Alrighty.
Just have it spiral out to wherever the torchlight doesn't reach.
Yellow is way too close to the same yellow Beck's using.
Yeah.
Pesta Trace is now gray.
Makes sense. Yeah. How much longer did you have on that?
Like half an hour.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Yeah, at this point, more like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, but by the time we made it to this map, it was around half an hour, give or take.
Okay. All right. Good to know. But yeah, there's doors leading from the room and staircases leading up to a balcony overhead.
I want to go look at the tapestry.
Okay.
Which does put some people out of the radius, but
Just gonna
What
peek
are the
through.
statues like?
It's just busts. So like it's just these different handsome looking men. They have like the features of a nobleman, and I would say looking at them and then looking at the tapestry, you could very easily infer that these people seem to be descendants of the man in the tapestry.
We confirm that this is not a residence.
Well, I'm not taking psychic damage.
Nobody
No,
turned
you're not.
here.
So it is not the dragon's house. Good to know.
The dragon already gave permission.
Do I hear anything in the building other than us?
What's your passive?
18.
18.
I have a
Hold on.
20.
And you have a 20. The two of you would hear every so often from the doors to the south what sounds like a soft clicking noise and then an occasional little chitter,
Like skittering.
kind of like skittering.
Gotcha.
Some kind of bug.
Big bug to hear it out here.
Hey, I'll actually fuck, I can't go invisible with this torch.
You light it up.
I know. I'll do it in dim light. Neo, you mind taking the torch from me?
Sure. I'll pick it up.
All right.
Then I'll pull it out.
All right. Scraps will also stay with you. And I'll use fuck, where is it? I'll turn invisible. Cloak of Shadows. There it is.
Okay.
Is the door locked?
The door is not locked.
Okay, I don't want to.
Remember that you also need to hide.
Yeah, I'll. Well, I'm still stealthed from.
You just made an action. I don't know.
All right, fine. I'll hide again. 27, way better.
Okay.
37 even.
Yeah, 37.
Yeah, you're still in the aura.
Yeah, so long as I'm in the aura. Yeah. Is there like a
Until you
gap
get out the door.
between the door so I can see the next room?
No, they're pretty tightly placed together.
All right. I'll just open it just light enough so I can
Hold on.
see the other side.
Give me a second. So, Elena, you were walking up to the tapestry. All right, Inigo. So
I was gonna
we're trying to
creak
peek
open
through
the
the door.
door slightly and then shadow step to the other side.
Okay. All right. So you creak open the door. Open. And where are you shadow stepping? Just right there
right
to the
on the
immediate
other
other
side of the
side?
door.
Okay. Now you are invisible and you are stealthed, so give me a
Your
second.
stealth just went down by 10.
let me read this.
Probably.
What's in your
Rubble is strewn throughout much of this vast chamber, caused by the partial collapse of the rooms above it. On the pink marble floor, fallen chandeliers lie amid broken chairs and other furnishings. Thick webs stretch from wall to wall, and moving among them are too many giant spiders to count. There's definitely, you can count them.
A hopeless amount of spiders.
A hopeless amount of spiders.
Well,
Yeah, just remember that every spider you can see is actually 12 spiders each.
Yeah, it's 12 giant spiders each.
I after 6 seconds, I'll shadow step back through the door and close it.
Okay. That's entirely fair.
And I'll walk back into the light and be like, all right, so there's a bunch of giant spiders that way. let's not.
Let's
I
not.
mean,
Sounds good to
Is
me.
there anything up with the tapestry other than just being a tapestry?
It just appears to be a tapestry.
Okay. Would have gone up this way with you.
Okay. All right.
Can I
So you
try
come
this
in
one?
up to this door.
I'm gonna try
Yeah.
this door out. Just
Should be able to open it, right?
yes. Oh, it's a
Okay.
wine cellar.
Yeah. Let me read it. Let me read it.
Read away. Read away.
5 barrels lie in wooden braces along the walls of this dark, moldy storage room. There you go.
Sweet.
Wonder if there's any drink in there.
quickly take a peek in here.
Judging by the time that it has been here, doubt it.
Probably.
It's
Probably
very
vinegar.
fermented.
Believe it or not.
Are you peeking in there? Yeah. So the doors are already open to that area. You don't immediately see anything upon peekage.
Upon peekage.
Okay. A 20-foot long table with sculpted dragons for legs stands in the center of this hall. The chairs that surround the table have backs carved to resemble folded dragon wings, and several of the chairs have been overturned or smashed to pieces. Suspended above the table is a crystal chandelier that glows with a soft white light. Standing in windowed alcoves are 2 life-size statues depicting knights with dragon-winged helms and shields. Rainwater trickles through the cracks in the ceiling, flowing down the west wall and adding to a large puddle on the floor. 5 sets of wooden doors lead to this hall. The doors in the northeast corner hang open. A pair of leaded glass doors, their panes cracked and broken, stand open between panels of stained glass set into the east wall. These panels depict silver dragons in flight. Beyond the glass doors lies a dark, misty room that appears to be a chapel.
Just sort of like glancing around the room, does it look like as though, like moving carefully around the room, are there any, I don't know, traps lining the walls or something? Or
Make
even the
an
doorways?
investigation check.
Oof. Pretty poor investigation.
There's traps everywhere.
I'm going to back up and rejoin the others.
Everything is a trap. That splinter is a trap.
Is there anything in the wine barrels?
So as you proceed and start checking the wine barrel, hold on. I think there might be. Let me see.
What? Dog. Is there a dog in here?
He was following you.
So as you kind of like give a knock on each of the barrels, they seem to be hollow. And from the smell that seems to be emanating from this room, you could tell that the wine in the barrels turned to vinegar and evaporated long ago. Emblazoned on the barreled side, words emblazoned on the barrel sides are the names of the winery, the Wizards of Wine, and the name of the wine, Champagne de l'Estampes. But as you get a little bit deeper in this room, you hear a soft moan from the back right corner.
In here?
Yep.
What does it sound like?
Like someone in pain.
Oh. I gotta pull out my weapon.
Okay.
And approach. Is that an elf?
Yeah. Hiding behind the barrels appears to be a wounded elf.
What the?
He just looks up at you. Oh, please don't tell me you're going to finish me off.
Depends on your next words. Who the fuck are you?
My name is Savid. I'm from the Vishtani camp in Valaki.
Does he look like a Vishtani?
No, he actually looks like a dusk elf.
Like a dark elf?
No, not quite like a dark elf. No, the dusk elves are uniquely their own thing.
Hmm.
We did see Dusk Elves with the Vishtani
Yeah.
before.
One dusk elf, I think.
Gonna peek your head.
There were others
The
at
other
the
guy,
academy,
right?
but we just didn't speak to them.
Okay, there were others.
He's not like the other guy, the one that we talked to.
The one that you talked to was Stanimir. He looks like him in the sense like that he is of the same race, but he is not him.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be racist against the Dusk Elves.
I hope not. They're a protected species.
We're little guys. What happened to you?
I was sent to scout this place. They wanted to see if there was any treasure to be found or some way to deal with the shadow. I found my way into the chapel. I saw these men in prayer and they stabbed me. I fled to here and been here since, slowly bleeding. I think I might be dying.
How long have you been here?
At a cursory glance, you're no doctor, but the pool of blood around him, pretty substantial. Most of it seems to have dried. He doesn't seem to be actively bleeding anymore, but at one point he was bleeding quite profusely. And his visage is quite pale, as though he is low on quite a few pints. No,
Look, I don't know if this guy is even real or if he's like a ghost or whatever he is.
he
All right.
doesn't appear spectral.
I'll approach my thingy. I'll touch him, and
He's
I'll give
solid.
him 1 hit point.
You give him
Yeah,
1 hit point.
there you
You see a little bit of his complexion sort of like, lighten, and he seems to feel just a little bit better, breathing a little bit easier. It was a little bit raspy before, almost like a death rattle, and he's thank you.
didn't die, at least. Not from blood loss. He also is rid of diseases. Hooray.
No,
Yeah,
that's if
he
you
no
expend
longer
5 at
has.
once and choose to do
Is it?
that instead of
Yeah,
a
you have
hit
to
point.
expend
No.
exactly
Yeah,
5.
then, yeah, you're
He,
still fucked. Still have
he still has
gonorrhea.
dragon syphilis. Dragon syphilis and dusk elf gonorrhea.
Move outside, Elf. I'm sure my other friends would like to talk to you as well.
Hey, give me a moment. And he very slowly and clearly, and still quite a bit of pain, manages to get himself to his feet. And much like a, a foal that has just been birthed, he shaky knees his way over. Kind of like tries to pat the dog on the head. It misses. You think that he can't like see too well, and then slowly just comes out here. Doesn't even initially notice Kai and Dorje, and he actually kind of just bumps into you, Kai, and he puts both of his hands on your chest, and he's like, "I'm sorry."
Steal shit.
Who are you?
Savid, I'm from the Vishtani camp in Valaki.
You don't look Vishtani to me.
Oh, no. I They gave sanctuary to my people.
Do you need full attention?
So what?
Do you need medical attention?
Please, anything you can spare, I would greatly appreciate.
Do you want me to help?
I'll do a level 1 cure wounds on him.
Never mind.
Okay.
I was just gonna stop him from bleeding. That was it.
Well, that brings him back up to full. As he almost instantly looks much better, and he just kind of like pulls his shirt up and looks at what was a very nasty sword wound in his gut, and he just, thank you. I feel like I can finally breathe. I think they might have nicked one of my lungs.
Yeah, those are kind of important.
There's nothing else in the room, right?
Nothing else. No, nothing else of note.
Right. Come back.
How old does the elf look?
Let's see. Definitely. He would be an adult for an elf, but he doesn't look anything beyond that.
He's a youngin.
Well, thank you for the kindness that you've done. I greatly appreciate it. If you find your way back to our camp, I can tell our elder, see that you're rewarded in some way.
Stanimir?
But I need to
Yeah, we
report
know.
back. No, what the hell was their elder's name? Stanimir was the Vishtani guy, but the Dusk Elf dude, he had a name similar to Stanimir. It was something else. Casimir, there you go. Yeah,
Vizimir.
yeah, it's Vesemir.
Yes.
I seek out Casimir, but I must be going. This place, clearly I'm not cut out for this sort of work. Oh, but before I go, there's something that you should know about this place. And he would hit you with that lore. He would say, the shadow that patrols this place, the dragon, its name is Argynvost. It was once a silver dragon, like to assume human forms. This place was its home. He once led a group of knights called the Order of the Silver Dragon. And in the time before this place fell to ruin, they would shelter any and all refugees that had found themselves spirited away via the mists. But the devil didn't like this, so he slew the dragon and laid ruin to this place. Be careful. Its shadow, you can see it moving on the walls.
I'll approach him. What does his blood smell like? Is it human, or is it humanoid, or is it not humanoid?
No, it's humanoid.
Okay, he's not the dragon in disguise. Okay, I'm just making sure.
Boom, I'm Argynvost. Nice to meet you. Die.
I was so worried about that.
Do you know what's on the other side of these doors over here?
Another room. I didn't explore that way. I proceeded to the chapel. That's where I was attacked.
Oh, I think I can
Didn't
see
happen
one
to
of them
see.
praying over there through the window.
You didn't happen to see, I don't know, sort of a weapon on the altar?
Weapon? No. To be honest, I was told to see if there was any way to stop the shadow, to do away with it, just to scout the place. I was personally looking for treasure. Took it as a opportunity, I guess, for a little adventure, but no, I didn't get far into the room. They rose from their prayer and attacked me immediately. There's no reasoning with them. And I would say, even though you can see all the way through into that room via the vision, the windows are stained glass, so you actually can't make out the figures in the room.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah. And he'll just, I'm gonna leave now before something else stabs me, if that's all right with you.
If the dragon is outside, it might not be a good idea to leave.
I have ways of hiding. As he would pull out a scroll.
Well,
I just didn't bring anything for healing. And he'll head outside, but just before he does, you would watch as he unfurls the scroll and disappears from view.
out of character, he's gonna get eaten.
Yeah, we just watch him walk down the road. We just watch like the little puffs of dust get kicked up from him walking, and then the dragon just swoops down and grabs him.
It's got true sight, boy, but I didn't know that in character.
Or blind sight.
Or blind sight, true.
Yeah.
The guy said he didn't know it was through the door. I would have cracked it open and peeked in.
Okay. Yeah, I think all the doors in here should be
Yeah, they are.
unlocked. Okay. In that room, this wood-paneled den has been ransacked, its furnishings tossed about. A cold, dark hearth dominates the west wall between two narrow windows. Standing upright against the north wall is a sarcophagus made of black wood with a queen's effigy carved into its lid.
Well, to keep the brand going, create bonfire in the cold hearth. Since apparently that's what I do when we're in these places.
Okay.
And I'll step in.
And when you do, a fire erupts in the dead hearth and assumes a draconic form. It hisses, crackles, and unfurls its smoky wings.
Wait, is that when I do the create bonfire or when I step in?
When you do the create bonfire.
Was
Okay.
he hiding in there?
It's like it's made of the flames. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
It's made of flames. I didn't light the thing on fire. It's made of the flames I just made. That's wild. In the oh wait, that's the fireplace. I was thinking that was. So that's the coffin.
the sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus. Does the dragon head seem hostile?
It would turn towards you. The fiery dragon hisses as it addresses you. My nights have fallen into darkness. Save them if you can. Show them the light they have lost. And with that, the fire burns out.
Loud enough for only him to hear it, or rather her.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's the only one right there.
The case of
Guys, the bonfires I make now can talk.
What?
Yeah, I made the bonfire in the fireplace, and it turned into a dragon, and it said, that the knights are lost, and to show them the light.
sounds easy enough.
I don't think that was your bonfire. I think it was just the dragon potentially using the bonfire.
Save them if you can. Show them the light they have lost. Look at the sarcophagus.
Are you gonna go open it?
Yeah. Actually,
Okay.
well, create bonfire in the fireplace again, so there's actually a fire going.
Okay, you do. And this time it does not turn into a dragon. It's funny because it says any interaction with the bond with the hearth results in that. And since it's literally a living flame, I thought it would be funny if it just went like that.
It's
Um,
hilarious.
so you open the sarcophagus, and it seems that this sarcophagus has been converted into a wine cabinet.
Oh.
Most of the wine glasses have since been smashed, as have several of the bottles, with their contents having leaked onto the floor of the cabinet, however, leaving a dark stain, but nothing more. But as you look at some of the bottles, you notice that 2 of them are still intact.
Do I feel like they would be aged or vinegar?
Only way
Uh,
to find out.
Like,
yeah,
look at
it's only one way to find out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take them. Did they say anything on the label?
Well, they are from the Wizards of Wine, and they are both Champagne de l'Estampe.
Argynvost, champagne, du la stomp, or vinegar.
Or vinegar. Inigo, as you walk into that room, tattered velvet drapes cover the tall, slender windows that encircle this parlor. The furnishings are covered with dust and cobwebs and lie in disarray. A damaged brass chandelier hangs from the ceiling, which is covered with a faded mural that depicts metallic dragons and colorful birds flying beneath white clouds.
I'll open this door.
Okay. You would see the stairs descending down and a wrought iron gate, seemingly long since locked in place, leading to the outside of this hold, and a door at the other end of the hallway. Neo, hold on.
I'm holding. I'm just going to the window here.
This kitchen has been plundered, its tables overturned, the floor is littered with rusted utensils and smashed crockery. Narrow windows flanking a hearth look out over a cemetery. An open iron pot hangs from a hook inside the blackened fireplace. It rattles on its hook and bobs up and down as though something is inside of it.
It's for dinner. We'll open it just for fun.
You open it, and a bat comes fluttering out, screeching the entire time.
Can I try to pick it up as it's flying?
Okay, make me a sleight of hand.
Damn, I'm not good at that.
It's just darting around the room, shrieking.
Nick.
You miss. You don't manage to grab him.
Oh, the window seat flies out.
You open the window, and eventually It does. It flies out into the graveyard.
How did he get
Going,
locked in there?
Someone wanted dinner.
This is Savid. He was the one that did it.
Oxygen bats.
Was going to cook a fucking bat. He's gonna unleash COVID on all of us.
I knew that only a disease could bring the shadow low, so I started concocting a brew known as Covidium 19ius.
Vampires. We've never had giantses before.
Yummy.
There's a cemetery outside the graveyard.
Forget.
And
Are
that
the,
room,
are the doors that are locked actually locked? So I can just walk around and open doors? Or should I just wait until you say for each one of them?
the ones that are actually locked, I'm not seeing any of the doors actually being locked on this floor. So yeah, they're all free for you to open.
All right.
Within that room, tattered brown drapes cover the windows of this circular room, and a heavy curtain hangs across an archway to the south. Strewn about the floor is the wreckage of half a dozen beds and other pieces of furniture.
This one would probably lead to the other room that they were on. That's a gate, right? Right there?
Yeah, it's a rusted wrought iron gate that leads outside.
Okay.
Where was
That
the
one
big
is in
tower
back
you
wall.
talked about relative to the building?
Oh, hello.
Like when you described the
Um,
side of the building, you said that there was a big tower looming over it.
I'll just quickly move over to the other side and stop Dorsey from opening that door. Spiders.
let me see.
There's spiders on that side. I wouldn't.
I think I have a handout of what Argynvostholt looks like. Let's see.
I could just burn everything in the room.
There is a lot of spiders.
Fair enough.
Are you afraid of
Like a
spiders?
lot. One could classify it as a hopeless amount of spiders.
Wait, hold on. Can we see that?
What the people in the chapel?
Yeah.
From the door you could, but from the windows, no, because they're stained glass.
Okay. There's 3 guys in there.
I'm trying to see if there's a side view of this building so that I can like give you a good idea of
Argynvostholt? I can search for it.
yeah.
You just gotta spell it right.
Let's see. Where is that tower in relativity? Oh, the tower would be it would be out past the graveyard, detached from the building.
And it was like you said it loomed over, so that's the tallest thing around.
Oh, this one looks cool.
Yes.
That might be
Check this one, Kinko.
if the dragon disappeared, if Argynvost disappeared, it's probably in the big tower out the back. If I had to guess.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one.
Or it actually went away.
Pretty sure this is its lair. I don't think it went away. Or if it did, it'll be back. And those look like the knights. How do we show them the light?
To light, maybe? Like the radiant kind?
Or it's more
I said
complicated
to
than that.
save them if we can. So I think don't kill them if we can. So not like the kind of radiant that Neodon likes to do. When he hits things. but I don't know.
Or maybe just beat some sense into them.
Does it look like there's anything in that room besides the two guys? And if we come here, do they come to attack us? Or are they just chanting or doing whatever, praying?
They're almost like a crusader. They're just like with their sword in front of them on one knee, heads bowed to the altar. You don't hear any prayers coming from them, but they are, in that position.
And if
And we could check.
I'm gonna use divine sense.
Well, you detect one undead from Inigo.
As,
What
as
is
I'm
what is
awake,
divine sense? What is divine sense doing it?
Let me see.
Yeah, celestial fiend or undead.
You'll fiend or undead. You would detect within the room with the men praying 7 sources of undead.
hold on.
Yeah, I mean, we could just go upstairs if we're going to do what the bonfire said and save them instead of killing them. We might not have to go in that room. We could see what else is here.
There's no point in killing them either way. They're all undead. And then I turn and look to Inigo.
Yeah, obviously you would detect them too.
Yeah. Still undead.
So is the 7 counting Inigo or not counting Inigo?
There'd be 8 counting Inigo.
It would be I said from the room with them there's 7, but in your room there's 1, so 8 total. And I'm assuming it's a sphere. You don't detect anything above you.
Uh,
Yeah, it's a 60-foot sphere that's not behind total cover.
yeah,
So
as
you
long as I
wouldn't
can
detect anything above
fucking
you.
see it, pretty much.
Okay.
Well, I don't really look forward to attacking them either way, if we have to.
Well, I guess, yeah, let's go look upstairs.
Okay. And I will move you. Oh boy. Eep.
Keep moving. Oh no.
Eep. Oh no, I stretched you. I didn't want to stretch you. I'm sorry.
Wait.
Bang.
Okay, there.
And I'll move these 2.
There's a wall there.
Mom.
You gotta put me on the other side of the wall.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
Oh, he
You're also
teleported.
on the other side of the wall.
A wall.
We can't go up. There's a
can't go
wall at
up
the
the
top of the
stairs.
steps.
Why is
Yeah,
there a wall at the top of the steps? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Where are
There
the
shouldn't be a wall.
stairs? Oh, there you are.
They're in the foyer. If
I'm
you're all
stuck.
going up here.
They're stuck.
Door stuck. Okay. Yeah, the here I'll ping it. Yeah, there you go, you found it.
There we go.
Alright. Where's
Where's
Kai?
Kai? Yeah, exactly.
I was
Guys.
literally, yeah.
Kai's just been roaming.
Guys checking out the spiders.
I was trying to come up.
Let me move Dorje up on the other
He
side.
goes to check out the spiders. I'm not helping him.
And I'll move Kai.
Yeah, are we talking like a lot of spiders, or are we talking like
A
lot of
lot
big
of
spiders?
spiders.
Are they big spiders or regular
Giant
spiders?
spiders. A lot of giant spiders.
Oh, maybe I could talk to them.
Give me a second. I gotta turn the page. Turn the page. Okay. So as you ascend the stairs, 2 stone balconies flank the main foyer. Balusters carved to resemble knights in shining armor support their elegantly carved stone railings. Weapons and shields festoon the walls along each of these walkways, while alabaster busts of handsome men flank the hallways that lead north and south away from the foyer. At the west end of each balcony is an archway that leads to a spiral staircase going up.
I gotta say, I find it odd that they felt the need to deliberately say that they are handsome men.
Look, man, I don't know.
Like,
That's a,
Well, that
a
door's
few
open.
pretty cute guys. Oh,
Tap.
these doors are tiny. I cannot even fucking click it. There you go.
Yeah, okay. All right,
I'll
do Neo, Elena, and then Inigo and Dorje.
Okay.
Neo, you there we go. The contents of this room are draped in cobwebs. Between curtain windows stands a black marble hearth with a sculpted mantelpiece, above which hangs a framed portrait of a handsome, well dressed man with a wry smile and a thick mane of thistledown hair. Opposite the fireplace is a large bed with a rotting mattress and wooden posts carved to resemble dragons. Across from the double doors stands a tall wardrobe, its doors hanging open, revealing a dark and empty cavity. The only other piece of furniture is an overstuffed leather chair that faces the hearth.
Hmm. You don't recognize the portrait, right?
The portrait, uh, portrait looks identical to the tapestry in the foyer.
No. Okay. So that is recognizing in a sense.
Yep.
There's nothing else.
Elena, the door to this room hangs open. Two beds with torn canopies stand against opposite walls, with a tattered rug lying on the floor between them. Set into the far wall is a fireplace, black with soot. A soft hiss issues from the hearth.
Soft hiss echoes from the hearth.
Yes. According to Google.
Well, I guess we keep. I guess we keep the brand going, and we light the fireplace.
Okay.
You're gonna do it again?
So you light the
Watch me do it again.
hold on. I gotta find something real quick.
Oh no.
Uh fuck. Alrighty. As you do, a small hissing dragon made of ash and smoke erupts from the fireplace, filling the room with soot as it beats its wings. And it immediately starts hissing at you.
I'll drop concentration on the fire. Oh, bonfire's concentration.
Oh, so Pass Without a Trace would have won out?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think it's mattered since I did that, but apologies for not catching that.
It's all good.
I dropped concentration. I'm sorry.
It beats its wings a few more times as more soot goes out in your direction, and then it lands on the mantle and just hisses at you one more time. And you make an insight check.
Is it speaking any language? I'm assuming Draconic, and I don't know Draconic.
Yeah, no, yeah, so.
Okay. Make an insight check.
Okay. It's not great, but it's not a crazy high DC. It looks really pissed. And you definitely disturbed it. It isn't approaching you, but it is watching you very closely. And whenever you just, seem to look like you're going to come any further forward, maybe like just shifting your weight from one leg to another, it kind of like gets ready to beat its wings again. And like you hear like a little low growl coming from its throat. But like whenever you back up, it relaxes its stance, but stays there and continues staring at you.
I'll open up. I'll break open one of my rations and throw some of the like meat across the room to it.
Okay. It looks at you. It looks at the meat. It looks back at you again. Its expression softens slightly. It kind of glides down to the meat, still just kind of looking at you, waiting to see if you do anything, and then quickly snatches it and flies back up onto the mantle. And then almost like a bird swallowing like a fish, just kind of like tosses it up and gulps it down its gullet.
Okay. I'll say sorry in every language I know, and then back out of the room and close the door. if unless it responds to any of those 7. But again, I'm assuming Draconic.
No, it does not respond to
The
any of
ashen, yeah, the ashen soot was the only reason I thought maybe primordial.
What was in there?
A little smoke dragon.
Smoke dragon?
Yeah, he's not happy that I lit his fireplace on fire, but I gave him some food, so he's okay now.
Maybe you should stop.
Oh, I
Letting
mean, you got to
him.
have the no. No, I mean, Inigo said that that's a shadow dragon, so we should have light.
But
But
cutting over to Inigo and Dorje, over in your area. A red velvet curtain hangs in front of an alcove in the northeast corner of this wall.
Drawing back the curtain.
Ba, ba, ba. That is which one? I just read it. I'm so stupid. The alcove is empty, except for the narrow windows in the back walls.
Yep, those are windows.
Yep, those are windows.
It's all up in this door.
When you open that door and peer into the room, from behind you, both of you would just hear the curtain slowly close itself.
That's weird.
In that room, rainwater seeps through cracks in the ceiling and flows into a pool on the sagging wooden floor. The pool fills about half the room. Bare stone shelves line the walls.
Any indication what this room was for?
You imagine storage.
All right.
Pleasant. This-
I'll open
I'm
this
guessing
one.
this one's also leading to a balcony.
Bathroom.
Yeah, that would lead to the other balcony. Yep, that one's a bathroom. What is that one? 20. See if there's anything important in there. Oh, I said numbers out loud. Ignore me.
Oh no.
Yeah, the bathroom. Room contains an iron tub and has wood paneling on the walls that rises to the height of 3 feet. Above the paneling, the walls are painted with a continuous faded mural of a mountainscape.
Oh God.
And then behind this curtain?
Behind that curtain, the alcove is empty except for the narrow windows in the back walls.
What the fuck is this thing?
What is what thing?
The little... It's like a little box.
Is it really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
The other one didn't have that.
Oh no, I'm
Let's
sorry.
see.
A black cloth covers something atop a white marble pedestal.
Ooh.
I'll take the cloth off.
You take the cloth off. Beneath the black cloth is the severed head of Kai.
I pick it up. Kind of like
You pick it up.
look at it from multiple angles.
Surprisingly heavy for a severed head. And as you peer closer at it, it is very much Kai, and then all of a sudden, it no longer is. It is an exquisite alabaster bust of a handsome middle-aged human with a neatly trimmed mustache and beard.
Damn, I wanted to scare him with this.
Dorje, however, you still
Severed head
see
in the
Inigo holding Kai's severed head.
Think you still can.
What? It's just a bust.
Of Kai's severed head.
Oh, you still see his head?
She just nods, white as a sheet.
All right, I'll minor illusion onto it, blood dripping from it, and I'll carry it off,
Oh no.
Oh my God.
It's away.
looking for Kai.
When you turn around, like to look back at it to put the minor illusion for the blood dripping, it once more looks like Kai's severed head to you.
I'm fine with that. I'm not disturbed by it.
Okay. You start walking down the hallway, Kai. You've just kind of been standing there wondering what to do. You see you see Inigo approaching you. He has something in his hands, and it looks
I'm
like there's
holding
blood
it,
dripping
actually,
from it.
like, yeah, I'm just holding it by the hair, so it's like in one hand.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Kai, you see your own severed head looking back at you. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Sure.
Oh boy. Hold on. Man, I wish this laptop would load better. Okay.
This kills the Kai.
This kills the Kai.
Kai's head is actually replaced by a marble bust, an alabaster bust.
Okay. Kai, I need you to roll me a D100.
Oh, he's getting madness.
Oh no.
Okay.
What
Now
kind
I need you to roll me a D10. Okay. For the next 6 minutes, you are frightened of your own severed head, and you must use your action and movement each round to flee from the source of fear.
Get that the fuck away from me.
Kai's gone, guys. He's ran out into the wilderness.
He runs down the stairs.
Okay. You just
See who
sprint
the
down the
hand
stairs
action
away.
I mean, it's just a bust. It's an illusion, Kai.
He still is running.
Yeah, you don't believe him anyway. That looked like you. That was fucking you. That's scary.
Anyways, Neo, check
But
this out.
Neo,
I pass it to Neo.
And let it fall to the ground.
you let it fall to the ground. and when it hits the ground, instead of making a sort of like wet plopping noise that you would expect of a severed head, you hear the shattering of stone, and you look down, and the rest of you would all see just shattered chunks of marble of what was once a bust.
Hmm. So it was true.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's a fucking wall at the stairs.
Then
So,
the guy is still running away,
yeah.
For 6 minutes.
even though it's gone.
Kai, it's gone. It's broken.
He's still running.
Well, you have
Wait,
to
hold on, hold
physically
on, hold on,
get
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. This
Holding.
doesn't happen.
Oh,
I has
He
no
had a
fear, my
+5.
friend.
Yeah, he's fearless.
okay. So Kai, you because Neo would have rounded the corner just as you were starting to run down the stairs, and then all of a sudden, you feel some courage in your breast, and you turn back around, and you now just see the shattered pieces of marble. You no longer see your severed head, and you're not afraid anymore.
I like to imagine I get to this door and then I just hear Kai scream, followed by the shattering of stone from back up the hallway.
Yeah, you would.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah, I just found a weird bust that was an illusion of Kai's severed head.
Why Kai's head?
Not entirely sure, but Neo broke it, so we'll never know.
I didn't break a thing. Didn't even touch it.
I passed it to you, you didn't grab it.
No, that's not my fault, is it?
Anyway, what did you find, Elena?
Am I good to open the door?
Okay, so this T-shaped hallway has branches to the west, east, and south. 3 arched windows in the north wall look out over the foggy grounds. Give me a second.
Second is given.
Second is used.
And another
He
second
needs a
is
second
taken.
second.
Oh man. Okay, so as you both get over to the door, you would hear the sliding of stone, and Neo, you would watch as right here on this portion of the hallway, a wall of stone would slide up and lock your friends away from you. As
That's
To
not
be
good.
fair, Dorje would still be out there when I got to the door
oh,
because I didn't
so
over here
then
while that
That's
whole
true.
thing was going on.
yeah, so Dorje, yeah, you'd see it happening too. So Elena, it locks into place, and as soon as it does, you hear
Oh.
what sounds like a battle cry coming from in front of you and behind you. Give me a second here. Boopy boopy
Uh-oh.
boopy boopy boopy. As both doors get flung open, and phantom warriors begin rushing you.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure she's fine.
I'm gonna need you to roll initiative.
That's an old initiative.
Boy. Shit. Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Initiative is shit.
It's so cold outside, my toes are freezing.
Inigo, you have a +5, and so do you, Kai.
Very good.
Says it very good.
It certainly doesn't change much for us, but yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, we don't know what the fuck's happening.
I
Well,
mean,
you know there's a stone
Elena,
wall that came up.
Yeah, all you would have
That's
heard
not a
was
great
Dorje
sign.
yell Eilena's name, and then whatever war cries on the other end.
Yeah, you would have heard the war cry, and you would have all heard in common, "To arms!" as they all start rushing. Give me a second here because this computer is so slow.
another second.
Insert that one goat horn from Minecraft.
The THX one?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do one for each group. Oh, that's the GM. Oh boy.
It's okay,
Oh,
Matt.
I mean, 12 and a 6. It's
come
fine.
on. Do the thing. Come on.
So,
Okay. You know what? Whatever. I'll just descending.
so how high did the stairs go up?
How high did the stairs go?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they just GH. The stairs when you came from the foyer to here, shit, I think. Let me try and math it here real quick.
I was thinking like 20 feet because I think it was 10 up and then another 10 after
Yeah,
the turn.
20 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
But Neo, as the stone wall slides into place and you hear the call to arms on the other side of it, what do you do?
Well, there's not much I can do besides just rushing towards it. And is there anything that I can do to break it or push down?
You could try.
I can try. What do I do?
If it's like the spell, you can break it.
It is, in fact.
So what can I do?
Attack it.
Yeah, you
Attack
gotta
it?
attack it and try to break it.
Yeah.
Sounds great. It's reckless just because we get a chance of, uh, you know, what's it called?
It's all fun and games when you're reckless against a wall until it hits back.
And
The wall was
I
a mimic.
never usually do this, but I'm bringing out another weapon because I have a feeling that the wall is immune to lightning. So I'm just gonna bring out a
It might
warhammer,
be.
and I'll smack it a couple times with it. One
Um,
and two, and no crits.
no crits. Yeah, both of those hit.
Is it immune to radiant?
I
I
don't
think stone
think
walls
so.
normally are.
Is it the spell wall of stone?
It is, yeah. So let's see.
You know,
I
Uh,
mean, I don't think the spell says anything about resistances.
ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Nope, just
Whether
says 15
what
AC and
stone
30
would.
hit points.
makes very
30
little
hit
sense
per
that it will
inch of
hit it though.
thickness. They're 3 inches thick.
I'll just hit it again, and then no radiant. It's just in there.
Alrighty.
So it's
So
really
what is
90
that?
hit points thick.
So yeah, so if it's 3 inches thick, and then math, 12, 14 plus 9 is 23. Okay. You dent it.
It's as
Get
bad as I
almost an
can
inch
do it right
into
now.
it.
Nigo.
I will
Bite it.
bite it.
But yeah,
Yeah, can the wall
drain is
bleed?
like, no, it's a fucking wall.
I will approach the wall and at the spot where Neo was was beating on it, I'll start beating the wall. Punch, punch.
Move Kai right here, just because otherwise you'll get stuck. Okay. So with the first punch, a crack forms. And then you get the second punch, and it's getting weaker.
All right. I guess. Fuck it. Flurry of blows.
Yeah, there's both that.
Oh.
So was that that's 12 and 14 makes it a
Next one.
so you would get over the crack would expand even more, filling up about half of the wall. It looks like it's on its last legs. But is that all for you?
Uh, yeah. I'll get out of Dorje's way.
Okay. Elena?
First of all, I step away from this man taking an attack of opportunity, I assume.
Yup.
That's really what I get there.
Gonna make a spectral longsword swipe. Okay, fucking 21 to hit.
That hits.
For 9 force damage.
Okay.
A little bit.
Then I scream at the wall. I'm assuming I hear this wall being hit repeatedly.
Oh yeah. Oh, you definitely do.
Yeah, I scream at the wall, trying to get my voice to the other side. Don't break it, I'm fine. Leave it up. Please leave it up. And then I'm going to look out the window.
Okay. You can see the grounds below.
Yep. And I am going to Twilight step down.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to do that. And you would be down on the ground outside of that rusty wrought iron gate.
That's 10 feet of movement. And then rest of my movement and dash, begin running around.
Okay.
So I'd be on the lower map technically.
Yeah, you would. Let me move you.
Wait, you said there was a gate there.
Yeah.
Assuming I can get through it. So yeah, I'll just use 10 feet, so I have 25 and then a dash. To there. And it's my turn.
Okay. Kai?
Can I hear what direction this is all going from? It's down this hallway, right?
Yeah, you watched me run down that hallway.
Okay.
Could they hear what I screamed at him though? About not breaking the wall?
Enough of a crack had formed to where, yeah, they would have heard you through the wall.
Okay.
I cannot see anything.
Well, there is a wall in the way.
Ray, you said do not break the wall.
No.
Yeah, that is correct.
I'll just hold my action then. We're all good. Dylan.
So you're not doing nothing?
No, because there's nothing to do right this turn. So.
Okay.
But the funny guys are next, so I guess we're gonna find out whether we need to or not.
I'm just waiting for them to move through the walls.
Yeah. Hello.
How far was that? Yeah. So you would hear and just vaguely see, like, through the crack in the wall, this like glowing blue light, and then all of a sudden, yeah, he's just gonna phase right through the fucking wall.
That makes things easier.
And he, with long sword in hand, he is going to make 2 swipes at Neo. For a 12 and a 23.
12 will miss. 23, however, will not.
Okay, you will take 6 force damage.
Never mind.
Okay.
No, Stone's endurance. No.
That's fine.
And then you would hear some other rushing. rushing around. All right, that's that group done, and then we move on to the right-hand group. This guy could move. Yep, he would come down to here and step through the wall. Does he have? Oh, yeah, he was right there. Okay, yep. He will take one more step down, completing his movement, and he's going to go for 2 longsword swipes at Dorje. A
Not the mage, they're fragile.
13
Just misses.
and if it'll roll, a 15.
Shield. No, wait, no, silver. Yeah, no, shield. I'm not risking silvery barbs.
Okay, you shield. It'll miss. Um.
Oh, I
And-
missed.
Oh, I missed.
How many of them are there? Oh, I cannot see.
You hear quite a number of boots on the other side of the wall.
Oh, shit.
But that's it for them. Dorje, you're up.
Shocking grasp.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll work, but I don't have any. Well, actually, no. There's also mind spike.
I mean, shocking grasp will let you get away without taking an attack of opportunity and do damage.
Yep, I'm just gonna do shocking grasp. Where's the button?
Grasp of the shocking. Oh, yeah, that'll hit. Oh boy. All right. Do they have anything? Any funny thing? No, he'll take the damage. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Yep. So that is 23. Okay.
That was huge.
23. This guy is looking wispy.
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 Sneak through here. Oh shit! There's a dragon. Never mind.
Yeah, it looks at you from the mantle and just starts screeching and flapping its wings as it fills the room.
I'm gonna hide behind the guys.
Okay. That's fair.
End of turn.
Alrighty, Neo, you're up.
I just looked down for a second. I'll say I'm sorry for this. I'll swap weapons back to the Oath Keeper's Impaler. And I do not have my shield on, so my AC 17. But I'll just remember that. It's fine. And you said his damage was force?
Yes.
Then there's no point in raging unless I just want to deal 2 more damage each attack.
Up to you.
I shall hold on to it for now because I don't know how many fights we'll have in here. But yeah, I'm gonna take 2 attacks, reckless because fuck it. Against the guy that, well, the first one against the guy that's got hit already. 35.
Yep, 25 will hit.
Or a huge, not that huge actually.
Huge. That is 19. Okay. He is becoming not well.
And I'll take a second one then at him. For 24.
Yep, that'll hit.
For a not as huge, 17 actually, just as good.
And as you run him through with the spear, his form would discorporate and sort of like fall into a puddle of ectoplasm on the floor. His last words, his dying gasp, for Argynvostholt. As he is dead. Again. Double dead.
That's all I can do for now.
Okay. And you go.
Come up here and punch this guy.
The 22 will hit. Okay, for 7 bludgeoning.
Does it bleed?
No,
It's like,
it's a
oh,
ghost.
damn it. So
Fucking
hard to
ghost.
get fury points.
Yeah, I know.
Flurry of blows.
For 22 damage, okay. He is wispy. Or what was it again, Bean? How does it go for them? Is wispy critical or is wispy bloodied?
I do wispy and tattered.
Whispered in.
With
Okay.
bloody tattered for critical.
Okay, so he is wispy approaching tattered.
Undead are weird because you can't even just do that because that only works for like the ghostly ones.
Yeah, you gotta like switch it up for each type. But if that's it for Inigo, we'll go on to Elena, who's got a lot of running to do.
All right, bonus action, a Charlatan stride,
Okay.
and then movement and action dash. We run all the way to here.
Not bad. Not bad.
That is my entire turn. Currently have a 55-foot speed.
Kai.
Alright, Kai's gonna approach and take a swing.
Swing your sword.
Do a one-handed
It's short.
use spell still.
Unfortunately, a 14 misses.
No silver for you.
No silver.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action. And I'm going to inspire Ego.
Alright.
Okay. Alrighty. Alright, this
What's your
is
inspiration
It should be a
10? Or is it going up?
what are we? 13, so it's a D10.
Okay.
Alright, so this guy is gonna make 2 swipes at Inigo. Or what? Fucking roll. Okay. The first one was a natural 1 for a total of 6. The second one was a 23
So the 23 hits.
for 5 force damage.
Sorry, Barbs.
Alright, we rolled at 26.
Okay. A 9.
Nope.
No, hold on a second, because I also got a reaction.
Oh, okay.
Also,
okay.
who's getting the advantage card?
Neo.
Oh, you have advantage on this.
I think, yeah, that would be great
He already,
too.
I think he already did, right? Because he reckless.
Yeah.
Yo, Elven accuracy.
Let me just make sure of one thing, because in the end he did not get hit, so I don't know if I can use it or not.
Yeah.
It wasn't
When he's
Sentinel?
attacked or if he's hit.
When a creature within 5 feet of me makes an attack, yeah, it doesn't matter if you hit or not. Alright, I attack him with my Sentinel reaction. Bam!
Whoa, Sentinel. Yeah, 21 hits.
And he takes my Divine Fury because I'm furious. Pew.
Grr. So it's 16 plus 5, 21. Okay. As he also discorporates into a puddle of ectoplasm.
That's good because now he opened up the space for another one to come in.
Yeah, yeah. But you hear boots on the other side of the wall, and you could just vaguely see something peeking through as oh, hold on. Let me send him to back first. To back. As this one will phase through the wall, and immediately is going to take swings at Neo for a 17 and a 14.
You do have advantage, and the 17 does hit.
Okay, so you would take 9 force damage. Yeah, so because the laptop barely wants to fucking load, they're already rolling on advantage. I've just been taking the left side, but for that 17, it was a 17 and a 17. And
Lucky us.
the 14 was the highest. The other side was a fucking natural 1. So
Good. All right.
however, after he does that, this, because I was looking at it and I guess they can do this. It doesn't matter. They're fucking ghost people. They have. So you're just standing there looking at this one guy, and you go, and then all of a sudden, just
But the
poking
wall's
out
in the way.
through the wall, the sword as it just comes slashing down at you.
Does he have disadvantage because he can't see me?
No, he can see you.
What the fuck? That is not okay.
No, it's not okay. For what is it? There's the first one is an 18 and the second one is a 15.
Both miss.
Okay. All right, you manage to just duck out of the way as the blade through the stone wall.
That was extremely rude.
That's that group's turn. Then we have the other group. That one will move over there. And will... Oh, you know what he can do? Yeah, he can do that.
Oh, no.
When the DM says he can, oh, he can.
Or no, that's the... Yeah, okay, so then it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So you come over here. So you would watch as, like, the spectral version of this guy would just whoosh, and you'd feel this cold as he just walks through both of you and then reappears on the other side, but he doesn't take an attack because that's his action. One of the other ones, he can get up to there, and then yep, he can also do it too. As Neo, you would feel a biting cold as this guy phases through you.
It's a good
and then
thing
the last,
Lena is safe.
the final one will come down here, and yeah, Inigo's right there. So Inigo as two more longsword swipes through the wall for a 20 and a 19.
Those both hit.
Okay, so first one you take 5 force damage, and the other one you take 9 for a total of 14. And that's their turn. Dorje.
Still at a power word kill range.
Fireball.
Yeah, I'll be
I
fine.
could.
Do it.
I could. I don't think I will.
You will then
because-
be able to be power word killed.
What if I dodge it? I take no damage.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, this is my actual reasoning. That's a 3rd level spell. I want to save my levels for a little bit.
There's a
Because
channel
I
right
might have to face off with a dragon later.
Yeah,
So-
you do.
As I just realized, I can in fact twin spell cantrips. I'm gonna come up here for flanking with Neo's one for
So
the
you'll have
first.
advantage on that one if you're using shocking
Yes.
grasp, and then just straight roll on this guy.
Yeah, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. So.
Just rub both hands together and defib them.
So let me check. Okay, you go to reach out for the shocking grasp. Your hand just goes right through him.
Oh shit. And I'm guessing it'll do the same thing for this guy.
Yeah, they had to enter the border ethereal in order to walk through. You guys.
Oh no, and they haven't.
Wait, does that
They
mean we
haven't
can
reformed yet. You can see them, yeah.
we can
Yeah,
see
it
them
says-
even though they're in the ethereal? Okay.
Ethereal,
Yeah.
whatever the etherealness.
It's etherealness, yeah. So they are. It is visible on the material plane while it is in the border ethereal, and vice versa. Yet it cannot be affected. Cannot affect or be affected by anything on the other plane.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
To take a step back, it would attack me, or wouldn't.
Oh,
Both of
it
them.
it
cannot.
hold on,
Actually, they
it
cannot
can't
affect
because
you.
they're from the
Ethereal.
ethereal.
Yep, they cannot affect you. It goes both ways.
Oh shit. Alright.
You back up expecting to be stabbed, yet you are not.
Do I want to take my chances with Territorial Dragon, or do I want to go down the hall and
Just
risk
go
this
down the
thing?
hall.
Yeah, I'm going down the hall. And I'm moving this side.
Okay.
And I'm gonna mute because I got a cough.
All right, Neo.
Well, let's get this party fucking started. Oh, I mean, it's already started. Let's just get it finished then. 2 attacks.
Yeah. All right.
Fucking loser right ahead of me. Because all the other ones are on the
They're not real
other
boys.
planes. They're not real right now.
They're
And,
not real. No, so true.
I'll just change how I do it, and I'll tell you when I'm not using reckless.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah. Always be recklessing. Yeah,
Yes.
both of those will hit.
All right, first one for big and small damage. Fuck.
19. Okay.
Yeah, and the second one, no divine fury, for 14 more.
And then what the fuck? What did I do? What did I
What
do?
the fuck? I don't know.
Did
I
you
know
do
what I did.
Dylan?
I
So,
hit equals
30
instead of minus.
33 damage total.
Okay.
Oh, that's just lightning! I'm like the font is so fucked up. I thought it said fighting. I'm like, why is fighting damage?
Yeah,
Yeah, you know.
because we were fighting.
He is wispy approaching tattered.
And that is it. That's it for me.
Okay. And you go.
I'm going to punch the wall once.
What was it
I'll
say
expend a
for
key
again?
point. Actually, no, I don't know. It's
Okay.
AC. That would be metagame.
Yeah, your fist like hits the wall, but it just kind of like bounces off.
I didn't hit it right.
That'll hit. Well, you think you have to punch 1 point harder to hit it,
Big roll.
and I believe that would put it over, and it would finally break.
There we go. Now I won't be attacked at advantage. Unless flanked. I will flurry blows though. The guy in front of Neo.
The 17 will hit.
Yep.
Or 13 bludgeoning. Okay.
No, this is good. Nikai can finish him and get a silver piece.
That kills him.
Talking about.
Ah. No more money.
No, there's still some targets. There's still a chance for him to get money.
Very true.
And then is that it for you, Inigo?
It's all I can do. Moving would be done.
All right, Elena.
All right, we zoom in.
move through them. You can just go
I
like
need to
this.
move to another map.
Yep,
I can't move
So
through
you
them.
used
Of course you can.
50.
Only if they're
Yep.
on the ethereal.
So that's 55 to get there, which is my movement. And
Oh, yeah, 'cause you
unfortunately,
didn't dash. Gotcha.
yeah, I haven't dashed yet. Unfortunately, Torche is gonna take fire if I move past there.
That she will.
Fine, I think.
Um, can I like poke my head around the corner and see up the hallway any, or not from there?
Mm, Sure, you do like a little half step and peek around the corner, but you'd only really be able to get an angle on the guy to the left.
Okay.
Actually,
They're not
I mean, you
corporeal.
wouldn't be able to hit anybody because these guys are
yeah,
fucking
Corporeal.
inferior right now.
And it's only the guys in the back that's tangible.
Okay. Sorry, Dorje. And I go past Dorje. Dorje, you take a d6 of fire damage, I think. I don't think there's a save.
no, there isn't.
Fire damage am I taking?
One.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm fine.
I'll never recover from this.
Can never imagine
Okay.
recovery from this.
I'm a wimp. I'm not that bad though.
so I get to here. I do not face step. I twilight step.
Oh,
It's back here. And I choose the one. Do either of these two look worse than the other?
They've not been touched.
they have not been touched.
But you have advantage on this.
Uh,
So that
Well, I can't attack. I dashed as my action. So I choose the one next to Inigo to take 3 necrotic damage. I'm sorry, 2 necrotic damage, which it's probably immune to.
It
It's
is.
not necrotic. Yeah, it is necrotic. Okay.
Yes, it is
and then-
immune to necrotic.
And then I do a quick 2-step there to deal fire damage to both of them.
Okay, which that they will take. So roll the d6.
The first one takes 1, and the second one takes 4.
Okay.
So there's just a fire trail of me stepping back and forth for the remaining 40-ish feet of movement.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Hi.
Alright, he is going to take a swing at the ghost right next to him.
So I will say, you watched Dorje attempt to shocking grasp one of them, and her hand passed right through.
She tried to shocking grasp both of them.
Yeah, she should have shocking grasp both of them, and her hand passed through.
I see. Alright, I have an idea then. Don't duck it out.
So just me and Neo need to make his con save.
and everybody everywhere will hear it.
And then all of China will know that you're here.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, if that's what he's doing,
Yeah.
make your con save.
I
I
take
mean,
no damage.
it only hits us.
Yeah, it only hits us.
Oh no. I do.
And roll damage, Tom, because you did damage someone.
Jesus.
I shall use my reaction.
You're gonna stone some dirt.
Yeah, I will, because that's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
There's a potential of nullifying everything. Which I don't, but it's better.
What the fuck are you thinking, Kai?
I'm going to Bartically
Just a-
inspire Neo.
It's just a bad moment to turn cold.
This is Kai's villain arc.
It really was on the west side. Thing is, I don't think 100 feet actually covers the whole place. With how far I just had to run.
Yeah.
Covers most of it.
So you inspire Neo.
Yep, and then I give the advantage
to
to let me give it to Inigo.
advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not using
You can use silver barbers.
stupid barbs.
Oh, you're right. My bad. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. I mean, unless you want a silvery barbs that fuck it now.
Yes.
Why will-
Silvery
I'm gonna
barbs
silvery
yourself.
barbs your stones and dirt.
Silvery barbs and ego save. Make it
Yeah,
silver.
make it fail.
Okay, so those two had died. Yeah. All right. So this guy down here, would become as corporeal as a ghost can be. And I believe, yeah, that is his action. So he is just existing again. The other group, well, both of them are corporeal. This one's going to take a step right here. Or actually, no, he won't. He doesn't need to because he's already in range of being able to hit you. So yeah, the one on the diagonal to you, Elena, is going to make 2 sword swipes. That is a 7 and a 14, which I believe both of them. Okay, and then the other one is going to make
Stick out my tongue at him.
is going to make 2 swipes at Inigo for a 21 and a 14.
21 hits.
All right, and that is 11 force.
Bad news,
and then
guys. I'm in power word kill range now.
Yeah, you are. He casts Power Word Kill now. This one down here, below Kai, will become corporeal again. And that is it for them. Dorje, you're up.
Okay. I should have done this while people were talking, but I didn't, so I am going to use another. I'm going to twin spell another cantrip. I mean, I'm going to come up first a little bit. I don't need to get that close. I can come from here. And I'm going to twin cast Lightning Lore on these guys.
Ooh.
Oh, wait. No, because it's a DC thing. Is it still a Lightning Lore?
If it can target one individual, so you can twin it.
Okay. Yay!
Yeah, target 1 is winnable. Yep.
I don't know why I clicked it twice, but
It won't be done before the summer. It's you to put in
true.
try.
So yeah, the 18s for this one and
I'll
the 16 for the
try
other.
to. When will it be done?
It'll be done. I might just stay up just to do it.
I might still be awake. I don't know, just because Mom wants me to wake up super early so I can go to court. So I might. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Yeah, I mean, if you're tired, just go to bed. But if not, I'll try and stay up a little bit. Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah. So then, if you want to stay up, I appreciate it. All right. Sorry. So they both have to make strength saves. Ein and Zwei. That's a natural 1 for a 4 and a 13, so they both fail. And how far do they get pulled?
10 feet towards
to
me.
10 feet.
Okay.
And they
They
both
both-
receive, like, once they're within 5 feet of me, they both receive 1d. Wait, is it?
I think we take
So it's the lightning that was rolled.
Okay, gotcha.
yeah.
Oh no, and then take 1d8 lightning damage if it's within 5 feet of you.
Yeah, but it goes
The
up.
the
if you-
damage
when you
scales
level
because
up.
you're a higher level. So it's the 18 and
Yeah.
16 that they're taking.
Okay.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Alrighty, so they both get yeeted back towards you and take the damage. They are beginning to look wispy.
That was cool. Now you got two ghosts right next to you.
But now you're
Give you guys
fucked.
more breathing room. Get down here.
Alright. That's it for Dorje. Neo.
Well, this is one of the very few moments that I will not reckless as I rush back here. Just trying to poke this guy. I have advantage because of the flanking, which is fantastic. And I do a 1, and that 2.
They'll both hit.
First one, as the Divine Fury, for 23.
23. Okay, he's still up. He's tattered.
The second one is a big 16.
16. That will kill him.
Sweet. And that's it for now.
Alrighty, and you go. You're up with Elena on deck.
Right. Punch the guy in between me and Elena. Do.
Okay, solid 20 damage.
How's he looking?
He is looking wispy.
All right, just bonus action punch.
For another 9. Okay, he is tattered.
That's beat my.
Elena.
Okay. Bonus action, Shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
Then we are going to get our free movement damage.
Okay.
Do the hokey pokey.
Do the hokey pokey. 4 and 6.
Okay.
First attack with the Shillelagh club at the one between me and Inigo.
Okay.
There it is.
Yep, 27 will hit.
Strikes for 15.
15. That kills him.
Okay.
You can still flank by moving here.
Yep. And I definitely have the movement. And attack this one.
Oh!
And I guess,
You didn't think it was possible, but his ghost sword parries you.
but move. I guess move 5 feet to the right so Kai can flank.
He parried this, and I am a fucking casual.
Yep.
Casual.
I mean, actually, no, I can't do that to all three of you. Yeah, stay here.
Okay. Kai, you're up.
I gotta got that D6 on the other man.
All right, let me get into range. Dylan, this will be my last turn, though. Unfortunately, I must leave.
Okay.
I'm going to get into range. Good. And you said that he is back in this plane, right?
Oh yeah,
guy
that
never
one
left.
was in the plane. It
Oh, he
was
never
the other
left.
two
Okay.
below. Yeah, so you can hit this one.
All right, very good. I'm
You
going
hit
to
all of them now, technically.
swing.
But, yeah. And you have advantage.
Oh, I have advantage. All right, that was really good.
Yep, from flanking. 17 will hit. Good thing for the advantage, otherwise would have missed. Alright, 9 slashing. And it's magical. Okay. He is wispy. Actually, no, approaching wispy.
All right, and that's it for me.
Dude, you have advantage.
He did. He rolled. He can
Yeah,
only attack
it's one
once.
attack.
Yeah, roll
Oh,
twice.
gotcha.
Yeah.
He's bard.
He's not a
Alrighty.
sword or valor bard.
Yeah. So.
Or dance.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
All right,
Have a
good
good
night.
night. Alright. So I believe, that team is dead, so it's only this team now. Well, he's got Kai, and he's got Elena, and he's got Inigo. Hmm. He don't like that fire, so he's gonna swing at Elena for one of them, which is a 16,
That just hits.
for 6 force damage.
All right, then that's a con save for the fire.
And then he will swing at Kai for a natural 20, 25 total.
Silvery barbs.
Okay,
Wait, am I close enough for that?
60 feet.
Yeah.
Yes.
You given the advantage to?
For a 14, which I don't know what his AC is.
I give
Yeah,
the
no.
advantage to. I'll give it to Neo.
Let me check his sheet real quick to see what his AC is.
Oh wait, no, because both Neo and I are gonna. I mean, hell, everybody's gonna be flanking. I'll give it to
And they'll
Inigo.
all die anyways.
Yeah, I'll
his
give it
AC
to
is a
Inigo.
15,
All right.
so that would miss him. Shit. Wait. No. Why is it crapping out?
Oh,
Oh no.
Please don't tell me I have to reload the page.
You have to reload the page.
I do. I do have to reload the page. That's what I get for opening Kai's sheet. Fuck me.
This is what you get for shit talking Panda and his Mexican internet.
My mom's internet's not even bad. It's just this laptop. I don't know why, but when the kids were more kids than teenagers, which is what they're practically all now, minus James, they would be like, "Mom, don't have phone. Let me borrow phone. Got games on your phone?" And then they would fucking download games on her phone. And her phone got so many fucking viruses, and then she had to replace it. And then I don't know what's wrong with this new one, but it's got like a dozen problems. And so she's like, "Oh, I gotta get another new one," which I don't think she can because like the thing's not up or whatever. Sorry, I'm waiting for the page to load. That's why I'm talking. And fucking something with the laptop. I don't know what the hell they did with the laptop, but this is abysmal. Launch the fucking game. Let's go. Mapping dungeons.
No.
Critically hitting.
No.
Please tell me that's just a result of it loading, because right now it's telling me that the turn order is completely empty. Okay, never mind. Turn order popped back up. All right. Let me just get Sword Boy sheet back open. Come on, Sword Boy. Don't fail me now.
Don't do it.
Okay. So that was that guy up there by you. So he would have missed his attack on Kai. This one got yeeted over to Dorje, so he's gonna attack Dorje. For a 20, and a 10.
Well, the 20 hits. I don't have a reaction because I use silvery barbs.
Okay, so you take 6 force damage.
Okay.
I do have a reaction, and I'll take it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I swipe. Yes!
No!
Fucking
Yo, roll
finally. Yeah,
Last
I
two
mean,
player attacks were double nat 1s and double nat 20s.
every critical has to be a divine smite, no matter how close they are to death.
No, it has to.
It's just gonna be a level 1 though, because they're undead. It's another one, so kaboom, explode, boom.
He kaboom explode.
Hell yeah.
I just hear the Baldur's Gate 3 Paladin Smite sound with that.
Yeah,
Hey,
every
that's Marshall
time that the
points.
dirge was hitting that, I was just like, holy crap. Yeah, actually, I think you did double of its remaining health, which is, yeah, you did. You did double its remaining health. But yeah, he dies. And
Hold
that's
on,
their turn.
I'm missing 2d6.
Oh my god.
There you go.
But Dorje, you're up.
Serve. Go to Neil. Thanks. Look over his shoulder and see this guy. And
Totally lightning lure Kai would be funny. No.
Yeah, after he fucking blitzed us.
Get
Yeah.
thunder damage you can do to him.
I kind of want to do Wither and Bloom, but that depends on who's hurt more.
And there's only
They're
one
immune
guy
to necrotic.
left. I don't think Wither and Bloom is a good use of
Yeah,
And
they
they're,
are.
slot.
they're immune to necrotic too.
That's true. Yeah, never mind. T-t-t-t.
Chia.
T-t-t-t. Oh, I forgot. I have the classic. Hang on.
Eldritch Blast.
Firebolt.
No.
Firebolt.
Firebolt. Firebolt's a classic, dude.
Oof.
Oh yeah. Okay. As he takes 11 damage and he is now tattered.
Okay, you might want to move out of the way. And that is my turn.
Oh yeah, totally. Oh. Yeah.
You know, I would throw my spear at the thing, but I have a feeling that it might just pass through and hit Elena, so I won't. Shit.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Ghosts ignoring
Yeah.
range attacks because they're ghosts.
In that case, I will simply just clean my weapon for a second and offer a prayer for the ones that we killed and the one that we are about to kill, and pass my turn because I think he's almost dead.
Okay. And you go.
I have advantage on this first punch.
That hits.
10.
10. Okay, he's still up.
My extra attack and bonus action. Doo-doo.
Yeah, they both hit. That's funny. So he was at 10, so he would have been at 1, and then the last one gets him. And as he collapses into his ectoplasmic puddle, he just says, I failed you, Argynvost. I'm sorry. And he dies. And with that, combat is over.
He's a tireless on my turn.
Okay. As you all stand there amongst the puddles of ectoplasm,
Ugh, it's on my shoes.
you contemplate what lies ahead, knowing that you have yet to find the shadow. And that's where we're going to call tonight's session.
Yeah, if it didn't know we were here, it definitely does now after a scorch mark has been left on the lawn and an explosion from thunder, the thunder strike,
Thunderclap.
thunderclap. That's it. Went
Yeah,
off.
that wasn't heard at the top of the tower if he is there though. I I drew out the circle.
Either
I
way,
know. Yeah.
we're known.